season.
What'd you say? Can you say it one more time?
I'm sorry. You've had an impressive week of football, impressive start to the season. What does it mean to just be able to come back and have a good final season of college football?
It don't really mean too much to me. I'm more worried about the team goals and what we got going as a team. Our weekly challenges with every team that we face.
Justin, you guys are coming off back-to-back emotional weeks. You guys get ready to head up to Missouri, team that hasn't lost yet. How do you guys make sure that you bring your both emotional and physical attention to what's going to need to be had on Saturday out there in Columbia?
We are respecting their game. We do know that they have a really explosive offense, really good running back, and at the end of the day, we're just worried about what we got to do so we can come out with the result we want.
Justin, when you think about Missouri and their offense, how long they keep the ball, things like that. I mean, what are y'all doing on the practice field to kind of prepare for, I guess, the stamina and what it takes to kind of defend a team that's going to hold on to the ball for so long?
Yeah, every day we practice, shoot really hard. We run a lot. I get a lot of miles in every day, so I'm prepared throughout the week to face challenges like that for sure.
Justin, this week you faced Bo Capilla, another scrambling quarterback. How much of last week's preparation of Diego Pavia will help you get ready for another prolific quarterback that can use his legs?
Like I said, we're gonna respect their game, but it's nothing about what really they do. It's all about what we do.
I know there's been a lot of talk about your speed. Whenever y'all condition, what position group are you going with?
I usually go with the skill if I can, but I sometimes go with the linebackers.
Talk about how much you run in practice. Do you know what you average in terms of like GPS?
A lot. We have to hit a certain percentage of our highs mile per hour, and I usually range about 90 of my highs every day. I try to at least.
What are they asking you to do differently this year as opposed to last year? Not just versus coming off the bench versus starting, but are there any responsibilities that are different for you?
More just being a leader on and off the field, just being a leader and doing as much as I can on and off the field to help with our success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've had a really good last couple of weeks. How intense has that been for you getting on the field in those settings, both at Athens and then coming back at home last weekend?
I don't really take too much, really not too much pressure because I feel like I practice against the best every day. So when we have big games and go on the road and stuff like that, it's nothing really too much to handle. It's just another day in the office.
Where do you feel like you've most improved from week one to now?
I feel like every week is a steady improvement. My job is to grind, refine, and repeat, and I just wish to do that every week, every day, every hour.
When you look at a guy like Ahmad Hardy, what kind of a challenge is a running back that's as versatile as him to just the whole defense, not just you guys as linebackers, but the defense as a whole?
Shoot, he's big, he's physical. Everybody sees what he has going, and we got to do with him. Like I said, we respect his game. We're watching film, we're seeing what he can do, and we're just going to get all 11 hats to the ball, swarm defense.
What have you thought of Nakai Hillgreen so far this year?
He's my dog. Shoot, that's my dog. I think he's a great leader, a great person to be in the room, and someone I'm blessed to call my brother.
Obviously, you got to come back for this year. What kind of a boost has it been to the room to have Deontay back for another year?
It's been a big boost. I feel like we all need a floor general like that in the room, and it's always a blessing to have him back. Shoot, like I said about Nakai, I'm just blessed to have my brother with me.
Having those guys around, how does it help you, whether it's just growth or how you play on the field, how does that help you?
It helps me a lot. Shoot, it really makes my job easier. When I have somebody beside me that I can trust, shoot, he don't tell me like what the play is gonna happen, but we can just bounce off each other, and it just makes my job a lot easier.
How important is that chemistry when you're going on the road, everybody cheering against you, they want to put your backs against the wall?
It's very important to have everybody on the team because it's all of us against all of them, and they outnumber us by a lot. But if we got our back, continue to press on and compete and with each other, we're gonna be fine.
Coach Wyatt mentioned, I think, just yesterday how excited he was to call you and say, hey, you got another year of eligibility. I guess I think it was in December. Did you, how exciting was it for you to get that news, and was Coach Womack the first person to give you the news?
Well, Coach Womack was the first person. It was on Christmas Day. It was a great Christmas present. I just thank God for it. It was very exciting. I just, still to this day, I thank God for it.
How nervous were you that it wasn't going to happen?
Shoot, I really, honestly, I wasn't, like, I didn't know that it was a thing until I got the call. So I was just like, man, I gotta prepare to take care of business and do what I got to go to the next level. And I got the call, I'm like, whoa, that changes everything, you know? So, like I said, it was just a blessing. I thank God for it.
So you get the news on Christmas Day. Who's the first person you turned around and gave the news to?
I was with my sisters. I was with my sisters at her house because she just had a baby. So I turned to the baby. I said, hey, we stay another year. Turned to my sister, said, hey, we stay another year. Then I called my mama, said, hey, we stay another year. Just called the family and just told the family the good news. Yes, sir.
When you go against a quarterback that is scrambling, how do you kind of determine if you're in coverage when to go up versus kind of stay in coverage?
What do you mean by that?
Like if you have a guy that might still be looking downfield, how do you kind of not get baited into rolling up, or how do you kind of determine when you go forward versus stay in coverage, I guess?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, we do have a co-Womack. We do got our rules and what we have to do. Our rules are just the defense, and you just gotta be locked into your job and just execute. You gotta execute every drive and be locked into what you got going, because you got some coverage people, all the pull-up players, and you gotta know what you gotta do at all times, especially when you have a mobile quarterback.
When you were still waiting on that news up until Christmas Day, mentally, were you thinking maybe I got to make that next jump? Maybe I got to be thinking NFL a little bit because I don't know what's going to happen next?
Man, it wasn't a maybe about it. I was most definitely thinking next jump, next step, next everything, just because it was a lot of change that was going to happen fast. Shoot, I got blessed, and I thank God for it. Truly a blessing. Truly a blessing.
I know that you mentioned maybe not putting too much pressure on yourself this year, but what extra is added knowing that this is the last go around?
It ain't nothing extra. I'm worried about what I got to do, worried about my job, and worried about honoring God and everything I do.
Two more for JJ.
This defense has faced a lot of challenging offenses. A lot of teams have tested y'all. Y'all always come back and stay to the game. How do y'all just not fold under pressure?
Like I said earlier, we go against, in my opinion, our biggest challenges every week. We go against first round picks every week in practice, so it really don't. We just got to go out there, like I said last time. Just got to go out there another day in the office. Just got to go handle our business and play swarm D football. Do what we do best.
When you see a quarterback kind of declare to run, what goes through your mind when he's tucking in and taking off?
Tucking and taking off, murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. We gotta go get him down. We gotta go try to knock the ball off of him, for sure.
Thanks, everybody.